Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday, and I am excited to share with you today on the video 11 different areas that you can kind of focus on to create your sweet life. Now this is based on a lecture that I saw this week from Dr. Christiane Northrup, and I really loved this and resonated with it. It really ties into kind of the primary foods that I've talked about in a previous video, and about how your health and wellness in general is a larger scale picture. It's not just only what you put in your mouth, it's not just your exercise, but it includes your relationships, your happiness, your joy, your gratitude, your spiritual practice. Everything is kind of all intertwined. And this is why I love coaching people, because we get really down and dirty in there and we can figure out where is lacking and what to do to focus on it. So I'm going to give you 11 areas that you might focus on for your sweet life. Now, I want you to listen to this list, and as you go through it, maybe even pause the video, go ahead and write down one thing that you absolutely love about this area, one thing that's going really well for you in that area. And then also write down one thing that you could do to improve that area. And then I challenge you to pick 2 or 3 things off the list of improvements and focus on those in the upcoming week. And just kind of having a place to start for yourself. So here's the list of 11. Let's see what resonates with you. So first of all, laughter and a sense of humor. You know, there is some power in laughing. And so this is really important. And it completely changes your entire outlook, basically. We did an exercise in the health coaching classes that we just kind of spontaneously started laughing. And it was hilarious because by the end of a few minutes of this, forcing, the laughter, we were all very, very happy and in a totally different state of mind. So laughter and a sense of humor is a great tool to have in your toolbox for your sweet life. Number 2 is sunshine and natural light. This is so important. Not only does it help with vitamin D, but it also helps with your mood. And there's even a seasonal mood disorder that you can get if you have too much gloom and, cloudiness. So if you are in one of the places in the world that has not a lot of natural sunlight, especially during winter months, then I would consider getting one of those lights. They sell them on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box of a happy light, and you can get those, and it just kind of mimics the same thing that you would get from the sun, and it really does help with your overall mood. So that's number 2. Number 3, nutritious food. Okay, this goes without saying. I am a health coach. Nutritious food helps fuel your body, and the more healthy you eat, the better you generally feel. So this helps create that sweet life for you. Number 4 is clean air and water. This is sometimes taken for granted, but really is important. You are breathing in toxins every day, so if you live in a more polluted area, you need to be really mindful of that and take steps to maybe get out of the area, out of the city, out of the smog or whatever you might be exposed to, and up into nature and into the forest, and where you can breathe among the trees and really kind of soak it all in. There's something magical about that clean, crisp air. And water, we all take this for granted. I mean, a lot of us turn on the tap and water just appears, but I personally sponsor children in Kenya who have to walk miles and miles a day to get water, and it's not even that clean. So water is actually something I never take for granted, because I personally have visited them and I see firsthand what they have to go through to get it. And also, some of our local water supplies are not really good. They add fluoride or chemicals to it to process the water. So the most clean and pure water that you can put in your body is just going to help you, because water, your body is mostly water, and that helps fuel in your cells. So that's number 4. Number 5 is fulfilling sex life. So I don't know, fulfilling sex life, sex just usually makes you feel good, right? So that's all I gotta say about that. You can delve into that with your partner. The next one is uplifting relationships. And this is so true, because think about who you hang out with, and do they bring you up or do they pull you down? Because I don't know, I have some people that I have to kind of associate with that have really negative attitudes, and I literally can't stay around them for very long, because it just brings me down. My whole mood shifts and I come crashing down, and it's like, oh, I gotta get away. But if you hang out with positive and uplifting people and have great relationships with them and a social life outside of your everyday life with them, it'll just help build you up. So whether that's your church family or a small group or a group of friends that you can hang out once a week, try to find some uplifting relationships. Even if they're long distance, talking on the phone is still great. The next is outdoor exercise. This goes back in with, you know, the nature and sunshine and just breathing it all in. So when there's something magical about being outside in general, but combine that with the exercise, maybe take a hike or a walk or a run, or just play outside with your kids, and you can get some outdoor exercise. Next is satisfying living and working environment. This is really more important than people actually realize. We talk a lot about this when I'm doing my health coaching, because one of the two areas of primary foods are career and home life. And so when we talk about career, there are so many people that are in jobs that they absolutely hate, that are just really a negative thing. They leave the workday feeling completely down, like it almost like they need to recharge, like it's draining for them. And then there's other people who absolutely love their job and they leave each day of work recharged and ready to handle the next thing. And so it matters if you are dreading going into work in the morning or you're looking forward to going to work in the morning. So it matters what you do, because that really does have an effect on your overall life. And then the other is the working environment, and in your living environment is the other one. So then you want to think about your house. I am a big advocate about minimalist living and simplifying, because I know that if you look around your house and you see clutter, that physically has a response in your body that is not a good response. So if you are in an area or a living area that has some, you know, things that you need to pick up or organize or declutter or get rid of completely, you know, there's a saying, I think it was from Joshua Becker, that I don't want to, if you own less, you have to organize less, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I think I actually have it on my wall over here. Yes, I do. See, it's on my dream board over here. Owning less is better than organizing more. Amen to that. That was Joshua Becker, one of my favorite minimalist bloggers and a friend of mine. So owning less is better than organizing more. Look around you, and if you have clutter, take a few days, months, a year. It's worth it. Go through each area of your house. I have an entire series on YouTube just about organizing, so go check it out. I'll link that also in the comments or the description box. The next one is natural sleep and relaxation. Oh my goodness. If nothing else, if you take nothing else away from this entire talk today, take away the sleep. Protect and guard your sleep with everything in you, because I just got finished listening to a lecture by Dr. Amen about sleep health and your brain health, and it was fascinating. Suffice it to say, sleep is super important, not just for your brain health, but for your overall health, your well-being, how you function the next day, how you interact with other people. Are you cranky? Are you rested? Sleep is so important. I know I do much better getting a good solid 8 hours of sleep. I would challenge you to do the same. It's really important. Inspiring music is number 10, and I love music. I am one of those people who can sing in the shower, sing in the car, my poor children, but I have songs that I really enjoy singing, and they always uplift me. They're usually worship songs, and they always just, I just leave feeling like, oh, that feels so good. So inspiring music, whatever that looks like to you. And the last one that she put was rhythmic dance. Sometimes it's just fun to let it all out and move your body and get in a rhythm of movement. We just actually listened to another lecture this week about movement to release limiting beliefs. It was very fascinating. So choose 2 or 3 areas here, and hopefully you've written down something that's really good about that area. We want to focus on the positive, and then something that you could do to improve that area of one of those 11 that I mentioned. And then I challenge you to focus on 2 or 3 this week. See what you can do to enhance your sweet life. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. As always, I'm here if you need anything. I'd love to do a free health discovery session with you. And if you would interested in booking that, you can reach me through my website, simplehealthandwellness.com/discovery. And until next week, I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.